We are back. Peanut Gallery, take it away.
Well, we all pretty much know at this point, Hulk Hogan is looking to buy, or Great American Beer, which is owned by Hulk Hogan, is looking to buy the intellectual property rights of Hooters. So it's not the restaurants that he is buying. He wants to buy the intellectual property of the business, because Hooters is going through bankruptcy right now.
Right.
So this would be an opportunity for him to possibly use Great American Beer as it's kind of a leverage to gain control of the business, because Hooters is I believe Hooters is a franchised concept. So technically the franchisees own the physical assets like the buildings, and all that sort of stuff. So they're essentially renting the Hooters name and paying a portion of it back to the parent company.
If Hogan buys it, then those contracts will have to be renegotiated if Hogan decides to keep Hooters as that, because the thing is, the intellectual property means the recipes. This means the concept of the girls doing that, because then he could open up his own restaurants with a similar concept.
He does not intend to take over the physical restaurants. He is going to license the brand out to the existing operators of the brand,
and expect All American or Great American? Real American Beer to possibly be on draft at Hooters if he decides to continue with Hooters.
Yep, exactly. So it kind of fits in with his whole Americana theme. Whatever the case is, that's just that's just the way that it is.
I'm interested to see if the bid is successful on what he'll do with that intellectual property. I'm fairly curious about that.
So Gail Kim had to cancel her appearance at Crockett Cup because she came down with the flu/COVID. Don't know what it was, but she was expected to be a special guest referee in the women's title match, which included Natalya. So, wishing her the best and a speedy recovery from this. I think that she was on a cruise when she got it. I think
no part of me is shocked.
No.
This is why I don't go on cruises.
Okay, so AEW is doing a 6-show residency at Chicago's Byline Bank Aragon Ballroom. So they're doing another one of these ballroom residencies, which again is not a bad way to go about it.
No, and we've said this 1,000 times. This is a great way of AEW to keep this. It'll keep costs down.
And a lot of AEW stands are okay with it. They like the unique venues.
I like it.
I do too.
I touted it all the time, and then they went right back to the arenas. It's like, oh my god, a 3/4 empty building, goody gumdrops. I like the intimacy of I like the ballroom concept thing. Hell, Daly's Place is literally a gigantic theater. Just do it that way. Why is that a complicated concept? Stupid.
It is really stupid. So Jim Ross announced that he has colon cancer.
Excuse me.
His third bout with cancer, by the way.
God, man, this guy is getting his ass kicked.
But it sounds like it's not going to be that big, because I think they caught it early.
They did.
So we don't know exactly what the treatment plans involve, but he's done it twice. He'll kick out of this one too.
I'm hoping. I mean, this guy, he just cannot catch a break with these cancer diagnoses. He's out for a while. I mean, just keep in mind, I think he's like 82.
Something like that.
He is older.
And then also Jake the Snake Roberts got open heart surgery, I think, this past week as well.
I did see that.
Keep them both in your thoughts.
Yes.
Braun, well, I guess now he's no longer Braun Strowman, but he is going to appear in a food and travel series titled Everything on the Menu with Braun Strowman, which is going to be this fall on the USA Network.
I think that's so cool for him to do.
Yes. This is weird because I think that he probably got this as a result of the partnership with WWE. And so now that he is released from the WWE...
He's not yet. So his contract expires July 31st.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So they told him that he will not be renewed as a full-time competitor because he has been dealing with nerve issues.
So maybe they're putting him on a different contract.
Yes. That's why it's called with Braun Strowman. So it's like they are diversifying what they can do asset wise with him. They might sign and negotiate a part-time competitor deal.
Yep.
But I mean, literally,
because obviously, if they just release him from contract, then that would be a whole mess of negotiations with WWE regarding this particular television.
I mean,
show.
the reason he hasn't been on TV, it's because he's suffering from like partial leg paralysis.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so that's why but they're like, we still want you to be signed with this company, but you just can't do this. So let's do this.
Let's do something else. Because I think also he has a stake in the Bray Wyatt Trust as well.
He does.
That they have set up for JoJo and the kids.
Well,
Bray Wyatt's merchandise.
Well, yeah, Braun Strowman is JoJo and Bray's godfather.
Right.
So,
or their kid's godfather.
Yeah, the kid's godfather.
But, So, I think that has a little bit to do with it as well.
I'm sure.
But yeah, and then also I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but The Miz is also going to be hosting American Gladiator in this reboot.
I did see that. I think that's an Amazon Prime show, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it is. I could be wrong, but I think it is.
I think it's kind of cool seeing wrestlers doing stuff.
And this is how you do brand partnerships, right, AEW?
Exactly.
You see that? Well, because WWE, their philosophy around character development is a lot different.
Right.
They're not just wrestlers. They are media.
They're influencers.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, these wrestlers, they have big social media followings.
Yep.
And they really become influencers outside of that property.
Yep.
So I think it's cool. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. All right. So when we come back, we need to have a little discussion about etiquette.
Yay.